episode of Heresy brought an awesome activity with the Nether that is just absolutely chocked full of secrets, including a bunch of collectibles that you can find. These are required for the title through the Dreadnought Collection Triumph. Currently, we are completing the Resolute Collector Triumph, which requires finding 10 worms throughout the activity. Now, I believe we only have access to actually about 8 worms currently, because it seems like there's a section of this activity that you cannot currently get, that being the Breached Hull. However, there are 4 sections of the activity in the Hall of Souls, the Trenchway, the Fount, and the Mausoleum, and within each of these 4 sections you can find 2 worms. So let's go ahead and go over it. The first one's going to be in the Hall of Souls. You can just find it kind of if you're looking at the Court of Oryx off to the left, underneath the bridge on a pillar, you can find the worm. The next worm's kind of going to be on the direct opposite side of the portal. You're going to stand to the far right of the portal like you can see in the gameplay here. You're going to turn around, follow where I do, and you're going to find the second worm tucked up on a ledge. The second area we are going to be looking at is the Trenchway. So in the big chasm bridge area where the crystal spawns off to the right side, it's like a big fire crystal that you sometimes have to use. This is also where you found a calcified fragment in Destiny 1. If you kind of start climbing the invisible bridge and turn around and jump up on a ledge behind you, you'll find the first worm. And then if you go to the final boss of this area, it's a big tormentor. He will be between 2 of the Dreadnought's anchors, and on top of the left one, you can get the second worm for this area. Next, we're going to be moving on to the Fount. This is kind of the prison area with the giant door with a bunch of symbols on it. The first worm is going to be if you go straight back towards that door, hang right through the door underneath the big platforms, and then tucked in a corner to your left, you're going to see the worm just like I do in the gameplay. And then the second worm is going to be back in the kind of main area, but instead of going right, you're going to go left. It's kind of the back left corner. On top of some of these sarcophaguses on the wall, you will find the second worm. Then for the final 2 worms in this video, we're going to be going to the Mausoleum, which is kind of like the tentacle pit area. The first worm, if you dive into that tentacle pit, you go all the way to the end, up to the right on top of some tentacles, tucked away in a little corner, like on a cliff. You're going to find the first worm. And then the second worm, if you're kind of in the main area of the Mausoleum, you turn around, it'll be up on this kind of orange pillar, really right next to that main hive gate in this area. Like I mentioned, I believe we'll be getting the Hull Breach area next week with the second week of this episode. I don't know that for 100% certain, but I believe that'll happen and we'll get the other 2 worms. I'll keep you updated. I hope you found this useful. If you did, make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much. Share this with your friends, and I will see you very soon. Have a great night.